it's a very interesting observation where money comes at the last of the equation. But then, is it do you think Indian companies have evolved to accept and, kind of be like, okay, I have to now not look at what I can get out of the person and ask him to work 70 hours a week, rather, ask him more, like what I can give so that he is more happy and he will stay longer. Do you think it's come a full circle and we are looking at it
Yes,
right now?
it is. There are people who are willing to work 80 hours a week.
There are, I personally work long. Okay, I personally work 7 days a week. But then, as a business owner, you working 7 days a week or 16 hours a day is not like, some medal to be given to you or something. When you are, expecting an employee to do that, who is, now you're not partaking wealth with him. So the problem with most of the companies is that, especially, the traditional services industries, is that the wealth is still at the top, but you want to do all the, slogging at the bottom. So when there is no enough reward for that thing, right? How do you ensure that, they put it up?
See, first they have to explain that why are we going to reward you? If there are two people who have worked equally well, but then why is only the one person getting rewarded? Why is he getting recognized? There is some element in them. So they need to be explained, like what is expected, or maybe giving your 200%. I mean, you keep on giving your 200% and it works fine. If no, they stop. But then define the areas which will bring them up to that level. Set up a benchmark. So once it is crossed, ensuring recognition is really important. Then, yeah, this area comes in the picture, but then they have to be focused right from the beginning on it.
Got it. Got it. Sunil, how does a product company or a services company in general approach retention of experienced talent?
Yeah, I mean, I cope I'm in terms of the challenge though, and I think I believe it is multifaceted. When it comes to experience, I've had tremendous opportunity to kind of hire and retain really like senior folk, like director level and VP level and all that. The facets for me are we allowing them for giving opportunities for career development, right? Are we giving opportunities for them to upskill, train, mentored, coached, right? Those are critical for somebody at certain levels because they feel valued and they feel that there is enough room for me and there is value for me that is being given as well, right? Second is there fair compensation? And to your earlier point, I think Indian companies are very cognizant of it now. There is fair compensation when it comes to certain roles, right? And it comes from value from the role, right? And if you are being paid a certain level, you are expected to not work, right? Not in terms of hours of work, but not the value being driven from that. Are you able to generate business? Are you able to retain clients? Are you able to generate technology or innovation? Are you able to motivate people? Are you able to grow more leaders and things like that, right? So are there opportunities in that? So the fair compensation comes with the right roles and responsibilities that are very clear for people, right? The third aspect of it is in terms of career growth, right? Are you giving room for people to grow in their careers, right? Creating those opportunities, creating the roles, creating the right set of environment for them to grow, right? The support system for them, right? One is to be able to create those roles. Second is to be able to support them, right? With the right opportunities and the right mentoring and coaching and all of that. The other aspect is the employee engagement part of it, right? It's not about, I have somebody senior and they'll do it on their own because you expect them at a certain level to operate on their own. They need to be engaged. They need to be kind of embedded into the system. There needs to be transparency in terms of data flowing to them as well, right? Are you involving them in decision making? Are they feeling a part of the company, right? Are they feeling that their contributions are part of overall growth and decision making and all of that, right? So that is a very critical aspect, especially when it comes to senior people and experienced folks, because like to your point, a lot of the work gets done from bottom rungs, but decisions get made at the top, but somebody needs to own the decision. Is the decision being owned and transparently communicate that this decision is going to lead to something? Are they part of the win, right? So that's critical aspect for that, right? And I think the last aspect of it is in terms of how are we dealing with in terms of the mindset for certain people, right? Especially experienced folks, if you accumulate all of these, right, they want to be valued, they want to be seen as somebody who can play a certain role and to be able to given certain responsibilities, and the opportunities that come with certain roles are with key responsibilities and key outcomes as well, right? Which means they know that there's an aspect of accountability that needs to happen with that. And accountability is trust, right? And you need to be able to trust certain folks, and especially at this band, to be able to do that part and to be able to delegate that. And a lot of the challenge is in delegation. People who don't trust enough to be able to delegate and feel that somebody at certain levels can do the work. I think if they feel empowered, if they feel accountable for that, a lot of them will enjoy their work and be able to continue that, right? So I feel all of these kind of, for me, has been instrumental in kind of retaining and be able to manage their careers as well, in terms of helping them grow and being able to give them a path where they see that they can be here for the next 5 years to 10 years. So that's kind of been my mantra, though.